Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here, but first, we must go. There's the Port Trapping 101 barrel. Stuck out there in the snow, all cold. My poor barrel. Yeah, it's seen better days, but I'll stoke that up a little bit. Maybe I'll just let it go. Some air draft in there, so I don't smoke up the house. Okay, so what I'm doing is getting my furs ready. Let's go have a look at some of my furs. The rest are all outside in the woodshed, or in the trapping shed, which is technically the turkey coop. But there, yeah, so we got some furs to go up. So these two will not go up there. They're dry to the touch, but I think they're still going to shrink a bit more. And Saturday I'll make my executive decision whether those go up or not. But that's for 15 and 16. That's definitely dry. I mean, this otter really dried quick. It's like a piece of cardboard. He's a little bit greasy there, so I'm gonna have to wipe him down. So what I'm gonna do is start to put all my furs together. But before I even do that, clean up the furs and, you know, brush them out and all that stuff. What I've got here is a couple of things to show you. These little piece of papers here, basically I fill out my name, my address, my license number, and my phone number, my license number, and my my hunting card number. And I put it on this and I poke a hole in it. I tie each one. These are all filled out and I got vital information on there. That's why they're upside down. So I got one for each pelt. So if a pelt gets lost, they'll say, oh, this goes to that guy's batch. I mean, things can fall off a cart, things can happen, right? Then on this car, this here is the license, and again, I got some information on there that I'm not going to show you. So that there's just showing you. Those extra tags are for bears. You're allowed 4 extra bears. You could shoot 2 bears with a hunting license, and with trapping you can trap 4 bears. You have to have each license though. But what we got here is, first off, it says, do not ship furs in green or perishable conditions. So in other words, a big juicy greasy otter pelt is probably not what they want. This tag on the other side, there's my address and all that. That's why I won't show you the other side, but it's basically on the other side, it's the guy who does the pickup. It's kind of, think of it like kind of like a bit of a receipt. This gets tied to the bag your furs go in. There's a huge like feed bag type of bag that your furs go in. If you have lots of furs, they go in, you know, they fill each bag gets filled up, but the bag's probably literally, oh, the size of the door there. Like, you can fit a lot of furs in there. On this, you obviously have, okay, you got beaver, weasel, gray fox, mink, cross fox, silver fox, marten, arctic fox, opossum, otter, wolf, badger, fisher, coyote, ranch silver fox, lynx, bear, BL bear, I guess that's for black bear, ranch red fox, bobcat, wolverine, ranch cross fox, muskrat. I've never seen a cross fox in my life. They look like a neat little animal. Muskrat, skunk, ranch blue fox. I've never seen one of those. I've seen pictures of them, but I've never seen one. That'd be neat. Raccoon, polar bear, ranch mink, red squirrel, red fox, castorum. Oh yeah, don't forget about my castors. I gotta deal with those too. I gotta put those into, I gotta wrap those up and, yeah, okay. That's always a good idea to read this. Now, some of these furs you may not actually have in your area, but because there's like, it's one tag for the entire planet type of thing, or the entire country, from Fur Harvester's auction. Now, advance, I don't know what advance is. Again, I think that's just like, you know, kind of get there quicker, whatever. Because you can also send this in the mail. You could ship your furs. I don't know why anybody would ship their furs unless they're you know, it was impossible for them to get to the you know, to a fur pickup place. But there's a guy who drives throughout all of Quebec. Every province has like these guys that go around like in these cube vans or you know, like delivery trucks, depending on how, you know, how many trappers there are this year. and they pick up the furs. And when they pick up the furs, they throw them in the bag. They take them up to North Bay. If you want to take the furs to North Bay yourself, the problem is if you're in Ontario, you're okay. But if you're in Quebec or Manitoba or another province, you need a fur exporter's license. So it's just easier to meet the guy at the pickup place, give him the furs. He takes them up there. You know, the shipping, I can't imagine what it would cost to ship even the little furs that I have. You're looking at a pretty big parcel. To give you an idea, well, I mean, that's not my biggest beaver sitting there, but you know, the otters, yeah, I will tuck the tail, so the beavers and the otters, so your parcel is going to be about that, probably about that, definitely that round. In my case, it'll be a little, maybe about an extra 6 inches rounder than that with that big beaver. And then on top of that, it's probably going to be you know, about a foot thick. You know, like the furs, when you stack them up, they really, they don't, you don't think they're that thick, but they're that thick. And once I start stacking the furs and showing you how I'm tying them together, I'll show you when I'm done, just for time's sake, and how I batch everything and stuff like that. Just the way I do it doesn't mean it's the only way to do it. The thing is I batch them up and then get all the information. This is the slowest part probably, and then the only thing that's going to be really slow is basically taking the otters off the board, because sometimes they stick to the board a bit, but they're usually not too bad. You know, one of the things I did with my otters, not this board, but all my cased pelts, which the otter's a cased pelt, is I drilled holes, except for I didn't bother with the mink, because the mink will come off there pretty easy. That's the whole point of the belly wedges. You drill a hole here and you get like a nail on the wall or something, and then you can use it to help kind of, you know, hold the board while you slide the pelt off, because they're going to be on there pretty tight. And just, yeah, I'll show you as I go. That little guy there, that's my smallest beaver ever. Well, second smallest beaver. Well, no, that's the smallest beaver ever. Like, well, no, that's my second smallest. That one, that's my smallest beaver ever. Yeah, that one was kind of bizarre, but it should be a nice pelt, but it's not going to go on this. I think I'm going to, that'll be, it's too bad. I would have loved to send that one for sure. Like, these two were really primed, so it'd be nice to have sent that one for sure. That one I think is going to fetch a good buck. I wish it would go on the first auction, but is what it is. So that's what I got going on. So today it's a little bit of a nice change of pace, so I won't be out on the trap run today. Today is deal with the furs. The other thing that's going to be slow, and I'll just finish the video up on that, is I know it's pretty, like, the tacks aren't that slow. You can just pull them all out and away you go. What's going to be slow is the staples. I think what I'm going to do is lift it off the board and then see if I can get each staple out with a knife, or just cut it. You know, just cut where the staples are and then just take that whole thing off. I'm probably going to do that anyway to dress up the pelt a bit. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to go get that done. The mink's going to be easy to deal with. The raccoon's going to be easy to deal with. But that's what you do. So you don't have to do this step here, basically tagging each fur. You don't have to do that. But if you were to lose a fur in, you know, in a warehouse full of 1 million furs, probably around 1 million, or, you know, 600,000 furs, whatever it's going to be, 750,000 furs, you know what I mean? They're not going to know whose it is. So tag it. When the fur handler processes it, he'll cut the tag off. It's no extra big deal. It doesn't devalue your pelt. You just put it, what I do is I tie the thing through the how am I doing for time? I'm doing okay for time. Through the eye, and away you go. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up, get to my next stage, and I'll show you when I get there.